Rated E for everyone.
I can honestly say that out of all of the material that I've seen so far for Farming Simulator 25, all the screenshots, videos, trailers, this one has made me the most interested in the game, and it actually makes me want to just play it right now. Everything else has been great, really nice to see those new features, but this I think is so different because we have never actually had an East Asian map before, and I absolutely love the neons as well. Really, really nice. It's like 90s in the UK, it feels so good. Anyway, we're going to take a look at the blog post and see what else there is that Giants have got to say about Hutan Pantai. I do hope I have pronounced that correctly. We already took a tour of Riverbend Springs, but with rice, Asian-style farm machinery and water buffalo already announced and introduced, you were probably waiting for the next farming destination to build your agricultural empire. Well then, Hutan Pantai, welcome to East Asia. Showcasing Farming Simulator 25 at the Tokyo Game Show, Japan's renowned video game show, will offer you a first glimpse at our second major farming environment in the game. Check out the trailer. Thanks Giants, we already have done. First impressions, more coming soon. Until we're ready for a full-blown tour through Hutan Pantai in our upcoming map preview, enjoy a selection of first impressions below. There's more to show and tell, but there are still some buildings to be polished with a fresh coat of paint, roads to be swept, and cherry blossom trees to be planted. Yes, of course, those beautiful cherry blossom trees over in East Asia. But that is the thing as well, all these amazing bright lights and neon signs, it is just so beautiful and, of course, very geographically correct. That's what it's like in big cities and stuff over in Asia, such as Tokyo, for example. Moving on to some screenshots, the first one I absolutely love because it is a Massey Ferguson combine. We have the Massey Ferguson 8570, which is quite a small machine, and it's got the offset cab. It is definitely one which is going to be ideal for the smaller fields, smaller maps, and well, for anybody who sort of role plays, then yeah, if you're doing a sort of role play series or playthrough on a small map, this would be ideal. Next up, we have the Ezeki rice harvester, and we do have a lorry. The lorry is branded as a Lizard, which is Giant's own brand. It's a shame they don't have licensing for Toyota or something, especially as Toyota are Japanese, and it would just be absolutely perfect to have Toyota, but there we go. Who knows, maybe Toyota is yet to be announced, but we do have a Lizard truck or lorry just there. Also, I wonder how many Easter eggs Giants are going to hide on these maps. I've just noticed there is an advertising board here which says, "Stream now, silos and shenanigans." Sounds like a great comedy. And there's another one here which says hats on it. Kind of looks like a chef's hat with a cat, but I don't know. I have no idea what's going on there. Anyway, moving on. The temple, a very relaxing location. You can see those very Japanese style buildings. Ever so beautiful, and the sunlight as well just makes it even better with the water as well in the foreground. We then have the street, and I can see a blue sign on the left hand side in the middle of the screen. Middle to the left. It does say Farmers Market, so that's probably one of our sell points. There's more advertising boards over there as well. Kapow! Yes, I'm probably getting a little bit too much into it. And I'm just trying to pick out any other detail. Obviously we have these vehicles here in the foreground. That cement mixer looks familiar. Is that the same ceramics which was in FS22 as traffic? Possibly. But I wonder if this one, well, these two actually, the green one and the orange one, I wonder if they are AI. They probably are. So it's nice to see that we do have different vehicles as well. But yeah, a lot of industrial buildings over in that direction as well. And whilst we're on the topic of industry, we do also have the port. We have the Fellowship, Star Muesli. I love that name. Yes, probably going to be exporting our grain on that. So that's very nice. We've got the grain silos, we've got a lighthouse. Even, actually, that is a public area, isn't it? We've got benches around the lighthouse, so it'd be lovely to visit that, bringing back FS09 vibes, because we could, of course, go to the lighthouse there. Although it wasn't terribly detailed, that one probably is much more detailed. But yeah, it's autumn. It's definitely autumn, and you can see the big city in the background. And in contrast to the city, we have the village, with a very, very steep road. But it is definitely a nice thing to have these different variances, and like I keep saying, the contrast between the two. I just like that, instead of just being a totally flat, boring and repetitive map where it's all the same. So that looks really nice, and of course, again, we've got the correct style of buildings for the area. And that concludes our preview of Hutan Pantai, but I realise I have not actually covered the previous Green Beans blog, so we'll have a quick look at that as well. So yeah, sorry, I've been really busy, but I did miss this one last week. The green beans preview is the other new crop type. Green beans are delicious and nutritious. The pods, the seeds, everything is edible, if prepared correctly. Steamed, boiled, fried, baked, roasted, you name it. Throw them in a soup, roll them up in bacon, or add them to your favourite fried rice recipe. Because green beans are awesome, we add them to Farming Simulator 25. Starting November the 12th, you can plant and harvest them on your virtual fields. Take a look. Okay, let's spill the beans. So, we have got maximum yield per hectare, 13,950 litres. Average selling price, $2,160 or pounds or euros on easy difficulty. Seeds per hectare for when you're actually drilling them, 280 litres, so that's not too much. Growth duration, only 4 months. So very fast, just like the peas. Planted in April to June, harvested August to November. And you can see the different growth stages there. The growth stage 4, which is ready to harvest, harvested and withered. I know at some stage mine will wither, because they always do, but there we go. We'll discover that in November. Between April and June, it's green bean seeding time, with 280 litres of seed per hectare when spilling the beans on the field. They've done it again. You can expect a yield of up to 13,950 litres in return 4 months later. Right, so that does seem very good, I would say. And now we have a screenshot of the harvesting in progress. Of course, what they don't tell you, with all these very, very positive sounding numbers, I don't want to be the bringer of bad news, but the machinery is very expensive. So, yes, it is that good, but obviously you're going to have to either rent or buy that machinery, so there's always that extra expense added to all of this. Depending on economic difficulty, an average selling price of $2,160 per 1,000 litres is offered after harvesting between August and November. Of course, you can not only sell the beans, but deliver them to factories to process them. We'll be taking a look at new products and production chains another time. And harvest them. When summer draws to a close and fall begins, your green beans will be ready to harvest. Using a specialised harvester, you bring the crop in. Oh, and look at that! Oxbow offers just the right machine to do that, the BP2140E. Yep, as I said, of course, all this very expensive machinery does come at a price, but that's what you have to pay for high quality machinery. And then we have some more screenshots of the harvesting in progress. It actually does clear most of the field. Looks nice. Nice new Holland tractor there as well. And some more of the harvester in action. But of course, we're going to be able to experience this for ourselves when we get to play the game. And actually, I think you can really see the lines of the mulched green foliage from the crop, which is being left behind very neatly. And here we are in front of the white fence, a very nice picture of the green beans being unloaded into the Rudolph trailer. Growth stages. To identify which state your green beans are in, either take a look at the overview in the menu or learn how to visually check them out. You know, like a real farmer. here are the different stages of growth. So growth stage 1 already actually looks really established. This is just after germination. Growth stage 2 and 3. 3 is when it's in flower, so it can be pollinated. Growth stage 4, or harvest stage, as you can see the beans on there. Then when it's been harvested, or if you didn't harvest in time, withered. So there we have it, the green beans. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I'll try and keep up to date with these videos in the future. And until the next one, see you again soon. Bye for now.